I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 626 Ohana, California, and today we're going to be taking a room tour of a 2-bedroom suite on board the Norwegian Cruise Line Bliss, and this is room 17718. So let's take a look. First of all, outside the room you'll notice there's a light for makeup room, do not disturb, and at home. So we're gonna come on in. They brought our luggage in, some of it, so. Oh, okay. Thinking, I don't know, is this a hook? Yeah, oh, you got hooks for your coats. I've never seen that. That's clever.
Okay, so those are the lights that you mentioned outside?
Now, this also has air control, but I'm realizing this is the key card for lights.
Yes.
All right, so normally, sorry for the luggage already in. You have this little table here, and our room came with this lovely champagne.
Okay. Spumani.
Never heard of it, but yay, sail away later. All right, so one thing we did do with this room is we asked for a few things in our room when we talked to Onshore Concierge, and there they are. We asked for M&Ms and gummy bears.
So this is in the living room area. It's kind of a small dining, 3 chairs there, so it's not going to be big enough for all of us to eat in this room.
I'm surprised there's not a 4th chair. Oh, I guess you could grab the 4th chair from around the corner at the desk later.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, so first thing I'm noticing in this living room is this coffee machine and some tea, water. Okay, press to open. All right, I'd also asked for some orange juice and water, and it's there.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, a little trash receptacle.
There's one on the other side too.
Oh, hopefully it's not trash too. Nope. Oh, this has some water, but oh, okay.
More water.
This one also says hydrate with a purchase, so you actually have to pay for this water.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay, well, other than the hydro source, right?
Hydrate with a... I would still want to check. No, Proud Source. Yeah, it's still $4.50.
Ooh, okay, so you have to pay extra for that.
All right, do not check. And then
above they got
wine glasses, a cork, coffee.
Oh, so that's kind of cool. That's cool setup. And then Nespresso, which is, so these are all Nespresso capsules. If you haven't ever dealt with them before. Like coffee, so that I'm good with those. Tea, got everything set up. That's actually a really nice setup.
All right, so coming back into the living room, we have a nice little cubby. Oh, this would be great for like a little carry-on backpack storage.
And then you got the couch right there, which will turn in
to a bed.
To Hayden's bed, and we'll do that right now.
So this is what the bed looks like all pulled out. I guess they make it up this way?
Yeah, it's kind of different.
I'm not sure how 2 people would sleep on this.
Very closely.
Right. So this will be Hayden's bed for the week.
But yeah, I guess it leaves a lot of room in the room to move around. And we're back.
All right. So that's the kind of space you had with the room pulled out. This TV is here. Surprised there's no like storage here.
Yeah, you got a big desk there, which I like the desk actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm noticing with all these drawers and things, they're all kind of pressed out. So yeah, you definitely want to put some of your luggage, things to put away in here.
That's a pretty deep drawer.
That's a really deep drawer. Let's look at that again.
Yeah. And you got all the...
Let's see what's up here. Okay, so some storage up here. Or I guess we'll pull it both up so you can see all the storage.
And I'll show you how deep, because it's really deceiving. I'll say about 12 inches or so, maybe a little bit more.
So you could definitely put our carry-on bags and backpacks up there. Has a little desk, a little drawer.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah, we have our latitudes, welcome back, and things like that. Okay.
And then over here there is another little nightstand.
You can put a bag up there.
And there's light controls there, which is interesting. I haven't seen any.
Here's a plug-in. I'm seeing
just a single plug-in there. So that's on the desk. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to whip around like that. But I was going to look at one other spot I want to look
over
at.
here.
Oh yes, there is. Right behind this phone, there is some right on the couch. So when it's pulled out, you actually will have it's a couple plug-ins there, which is nice.
Okay.
Then we do have a patio door here, which we'll go out later. But let's
go into the second bedroom. This one I'm really curious about, but I really thought they put a closet here. I was really surprised there wasn't a closet. But come on in. Ooh, it's like a little cave in here.
Really dark.
So the first thing I noticed is like these little pocket shelves with like a little curtain.
Kind of interesting, but I guess it's a use of space.
And over here is your main closet. This is supposed to be for a few people. The ladder's in here for the bunk. All right, let's take this out.
And the bunk comes from here.
I'm wondering, okay, I thought maybe this would open, but it doesn't.
Okay, so you got that, and that one's slide. Does that slide open?
No, they don't slide open.
Oh, they don't. Oh, that's just a tray.
Table or tray.
Table on top of it. Okay, so guys, I'm trying to do the best I can with the angles we have.
Okay, so it's a really small space. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, this is where Kim and I are staying.
So, for reference, we're going to have 5 people in here, in this room. Oh, so that has the hooks. In here is also another little, I guess, a shoe shelf or a little knickknacks.
Shelves, yeah, that's fine. So then right here, this is going to turn out into a bed. So Kim and I will show you to that now. Okay, this is what the beds look like. Turn down. Yeah, small. And we're back. So we'll see how it goes.
And then up above is another pull-down bed that will have our room attendant pull down later tonight.
So we'll see if we need that.
Because we're not sure if both of us are going to fit on this. We're wondering if we're going to have one adult here or one adult up there. I read online it's 250-pound capacity. We'll see. But we're going to see how this room works with 5 people. And then we've got little tiny storage shelves down there.
With light switches and everything.
There's not really any plug-ins in here that I'm seeing. Just one.
So the plug-in is right there. Ooh boy, that's going to be fun for us.
Okay, the other thing I noticed, which is random.
This is kind of cool. They actually have some storage area in here too. I don't know how well you can see it, but...
I guess for a book or something. Yeah. Or a tablet.
What are you doing?
Down there, I just noticed there is a hairdryer.
Okay.
Now I know we get this question a lot. What kind of hairdryer does we have? A Valera XL
Swiss.
1800. Alright, that's what they have on the Bliss Haven rooms. Okay. But I do kind of like that you could sit here at this table, get ready, whatnot. Alright, so let's go into our room.
Oh, the bathroom?
The bathroom's spacious.
So this is our own bathroom.
Oh, it has Loctane products in here, so I'm loving that.
It's kind of...
Shower poof. Ooh, and shower cap.
Okay. And
lots of storage.
There's the toilet, and yeah, there's a lot of storage on that shelf there.
Okay, this does not open.
No, that does not open. Okay.
Okay,
and
so
then the shower, which would be interesting to see.
Yeah, we have the Loctane shower products. This slider, which is nice because it'll go up and down the handheld. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good for my size, but let's see Brad.
There's something before I step in. I see there is a little bit of a lip, but it's really not that bad. I've seen worse than these. But let's see if it fits my height.
Okay, Brad.
Hold on. Let's get in here. Hat off. Sorry, my hair is probably a mess. Yeah, it's right at my head, top of my head. I'm 6'2" for a comparison. But it's really not bad. The only thing I can see is going to be a little tight.
His elbow to turn.
Yeah, well, if you're turning, but that's not too bad.
There's some great little hooks up here too. Now what I'm not seeing in this room is robes. So I'm curious how many robes are going to come in this room. Alright.
Well, we still got another part of the room to go.
We do. Okay, let's come on in.
Alright, this is the main. Oh, I really like all the control panels they have everywhere too. This is more on, off, and different numbers and everything else. So it gives you a lot of control. And then over here, you have more control panels and it's separate own heat and temperature control, which is going to be nice.
So there's nice lights up there. I love the ambiance.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Really good sized bed.
Yeah, this is great.
I mean, that bed is huge.
What kind of plugins do they have over here? Oh, this is just lighting control.
Yep.
And you just have one plug-in over here.
Which, that's okay.
This has a little desk and a little drawer that pops open.
Okay. The closet.
Closet. Oh, this one, okay, interesting. This actually came with an umbrella in here.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to have plenty of space, so I'm sure we're going to store our carry-ons up there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good size. Sorry, I'm getting the best angle I can here because of it is a little tight by the bed.
It is.
Then you get some drawers there. Those look pretty nice. Okay.
They're all about the same size, so there's 4 of them.
4 of them. That's good.
And then up above here, you have a huge space. So once again, carry on whatever, you could probably fit up there. All right, coming into here.
Another closet.
Another closet.
Well, okay, that has your safe.
I'm not seeing any robes with this room.
There is no robes in here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nice little safe. Oh, it's locked.
We'll have to figure that out later.
All right.
And then
You have a nice little vanity.
makeup area. Okay, got one plug in there. A 220 looks like back there too. The European style. She said that's probably for the hair dryer.
And you got a lot of, yeah, they have the same hair dryer in here. They have it hooked underneath here. So, very convenient for getting ready.
Mirrors.
They have this nice little, yeah, and you got little shelving for your makeup and products.
And you got the phone there. Is there a plug there though?
No, there's no plug on this side.
So you would have to use the
You'd
plug
have
over
to use
here.
that.
Okay.
Little cotton balls.
And here comes the star of the room, kind of.
Well, one of the stars, because, oh, let me turn on the light here. Oh, I found a robe, a single robe for 6 people.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so the bathroom. Wow.
That's
Your L'Occitane products, your shower poof.
nice.
You have huge amount of storage under here. Oh, garbage. And another big drawer here. Okay, and look at this tub.
It's really bright in here.
It's really pretty tub.
Yeah. I don't think I would fit in it, but
No. Okay, so notice this has this drawer on right now. But
you can have privacy.
you need to put down that if you have somebody out on the
deck.
yeah, or if you're next to another cruise ship, I think somebody could look straight on in.
Yeah. So, reminder when you're in the bathroom.
Okay, so this has 2 robes.
Does this have 2 showers?
No.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, this
Toilet.
is the toilet, okay.
Nice
That's
little
interesting.
artwork.
So it is separate toilet.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen a toilet like that before.
No, it's nice, but I don't like this because if somebody's going to the bathroom and you're trying to get ready. Okay.
Yeah, it might be a little awkward.
I don't want to watch anybody doing their business.
Get in the shower?
This is a huge shower.
Wow.
You are definitely going to have no problem with that height.
Yeah.
But once again, that nice, big, beautiful window that has a shade.
That you can draw so you can
Yeah.
have some privacy. Okay. But that's a huge, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of room. Yeah, and definitely from me seeing it.
You're going to be coming shower up
But
here.
there is a step if you do have a problem, just to let you know.
All right, so we're gonna go outside back to the deck. I thought you'd be able to enter the deck from maybe the main room, but you're not able to.
Okay, let's get to the deck.
Once again, important to us is the child lock.
Yes.
Because when our son was little, he tried to get on deck by himself. It was very scary.
Ironically, that was an NCL cruise.
Okay, so push to unlock, pull to lock. So push there, and then open to close.
Oh, down. Not open.
Okay.
So it is
Little
difficult.
muscle.
Yep.
Okay, wow.
Put a couple chairs there.
Little table and chairs. Okay, I am going to point out that this is a stateroom for up to 6 people, and they have 2 chairs. I'm gonna wonder if we can request more, so we'll get back to you on that. And then a nice little wraparound deck right here.
Okay. Not bad. Not big, but not small.
But a little, woo, look at right next to the shipyard. So at the end of our cruise, we will get back and be reviewing for you what it was like for 5 people to stay in this room. Were we comfortable in the different beds? How was the storage once we unpack? Things like that. So stay tuned and we'll get right back to you in 7 days.
So we're back. We're going to go over room by room what we thought of each room and kind of give you a rundown. So let's go ahead and start with
the living room. So in general, kind of that living room is kind of small for a 2-bedroom suite because you're supposed to be able to eat, you know, up to 6 people at the dining room table. You're supposed to be able to kind of relax, lounge in that area, and it gets tight with 6.
Yeah, and I think
5 it was tight. Sorry,
yeah.
We were 5, so I can't even imagine trying to get another person just to relax in that room all together at once.
And even around that table when we had all the food and everything on it, we couldn't even get 2 people there because there was so much food and everything that we kind of had to move around the room to be able to eat. So Hayden did sleep in the couch bed out there, and he said it was really comfortable. He actually really liked it.
So that's actually a first for a cruise line couch bed. So in that way, that was a win.
But the negative is it's folded out when you're trying to eat breakfast and you need extra seating.
Yeah, Hayden's kind of a, you know, typical teenager. Took a few minutes to wake up and everybody's trying to get ready for the day and kind of gather around the living room. So
yeah. As far as storage in that room,
there was storage, but it wasn't feeling usable. Like there was way up high. So if you had some younger kids that were trying to store some like toys or clothes up there or something, that might be hard for them to reach.
Yeah, it was. I think for storage in a room, it was okay. It wasn't the worst we've seen before, but it wasn't exactly the best.
I would think there was some missed opportunities, things they could have got creative with.
And another thing to be aware of, there is no hanging space in that area for clothes, so they're going to be going into one of the rooms to hang clothes. I
will say by the front door, though, there was 3 hooks that kind of folded down. So instead of having like magnetic hooks that you might bring, those were a really nice alternative to like hang lanyards, hats, backpacks on. Yeah,
and then we used it for our backpacks, which was nice to be able to grab them on the way out of the door.
And then we even had one in our 2nd bedroom too, so that was helpful.
One thing we really did like about the living room is, and it sounds kind of strange, because a lot of times they're like, oh, it kind of feels like a waste of space, but it was that desk area.
Yeah, it was great for a little storage. You know, I think once or twice you had breakfast sitting there.
Most of the time I had breakfast sitting there, truthfully.
So that was kind of a nice little space, but it definitely, if somebody wanted to do makeup or eat there or something like that, it's a great space.
Yeah, it's great just to sit things down there, to have it there, and be able to grab and go. Another thing we really liked about the room was
kind of the mini fridge bar area. That was a nice little space. We were able to store a lot of drinks in there. One thing you can do when you have the Haven room is you can ask for pictures of like water, iced tea, lemonade, juice, things like that. So that, I think we got lemonade. No, we got water and orange juice put in our fridge. You can get canned sodas like we got some at the bar. They weren't in the room, but they fit in that fridge along with everything else. And I think even at one point we had some like the leftover little hors d'oeuvres that we put in there. So that was kind of a nice big space.
And when Kim's saying we did the sodas, we actually had a drink package that had sodas in it, so we were able to get full cans of water and sodas from the bar and bring it back in and put them in there, so we had nice cold drinks. So the other thing is that we did like the Nespresso. It was a good option to have in there. We did use it to make it tea at times. Unfortunately, I didn't use it for coffee because when I get up early in the morning and Hayden's asleep, probably want to wake him up, but I didn't want to run it. And I had the possibility of waking him up for coffee in the morning. Let's go from the living room to
the 2nd bedroom. So this is a really small space. One person's fine. I think when you start getting 2 and even 3 people in there, that would be extremely tight. Yeah. For the first 2 nights, our room tenant only like half made out that bed, not the full way. I didn't sleep the first night because it was so uncomfortable. 2nd night, she fixed it. 3rd night, she finally brought it all the way out. I didn't realize there was like 3 different ways this bed could be, but we learned.
Yes. And there's positives and negatives to that.
Yes. So we're going to show you, we did try, if 2 adults tried to sleep on that bed, it would have been really tight.
We could have done it.
We could have.
But I think if you have somebody that moves around a lot, somebody's losing that battle. And the other thing I was thinking about is that I tend to get up, like I said, I get up earlier in the morning. So either I'd be crawling over the top of her trying to get out of it because it'd be hard, or she'd be crawling over, it was just no easy way to get in and out of the bed.
Exactly. Especially if you had that top bunk pulled out too, because now you have a ladder in there.
Yeah.
So we decided to, as only 2 of us using this room, and it was small for 2 people, is I slept on the bottom bunk, Brad slept on the top bunk, and it wasn't ideal for 2 adults. I can't imagine having 3 adults in there or 3 kids in there. I mean, it would get really, really tight.
Or 2 adults and a kid if you're trying to do it as a family to share everything.
Right, or older, or even teens, or teens and younger kids. Like it,
just all that combination. Some of it would be difficult.
Like maybe if you had all toddlers, but then you can put one up on the bunk. I don't know. But for adults, it really is not an ideal room.
So let me go ahead and talk about the top bunk, because it does seem small and it is a little bit shorter. I'm 6'2", and my feet did kind of hang a little bit, and I was worried about my pillows falling off it, and they never did at night. But it was hard to get up and down, and especially in the middle of the night and trying to get onto that ladder. You know, I'm not the youngest spring chicken anymore, so it wasn't the easiest thing to get up and down at night or in the mornings. So it was okay. It was hard, but it wasn't. The bed was hard, but it wasn't overly uncomfortable for me to sleep in. So
okay, but you did get a mattress topper.
Yes.
I don't believe the first night you had one. The second night you were like, I need to get one.
Yes. And that did help quite a bit.
Okay. Like we said, it was really hard to pass by that area, especially when the ladder was out in the middle of the night. It became kind of a Cirque du Soleil type.
Yeah, you're kind of squeezing, going sideways, walking through everything, trying to...
Gumby.
Yeah, trying not to step on each other or hurt each other. So
yeah.
And funny part about it was that Kim and I were like, I wonder what the crew rooms are like with this.
And we kind of did some internet searches. I kind of am led to believe, I think for 2 people, this might be even smaller than a crew cabin.
From what I saw on the Bliss, from people from
YouTube videos, because we kept making comments and we're like, well, let's just watch some videos and compare it.
It was...
I think the crew might have been a little better off than we were in that second bedroom.
But that leads into another part, which is the bathroom that was in that bedroom. It was bigger than a crew bathroom, so that was a positive.
Okay, being a woman, we like to bring our things, our makeup, our hair care, whatnot. That was kind of a limited space, and if you needed another person with a lot of hair care, makeup, whatever, whatnot, storage would be a little limited. And I was disappointed that there was no plug-in for like a straight... There was no plug-in for my flat iron, and there was no hair dryer or anything like that. There was one for a shaver.
For a shaver plug-in that was way up in the corner. It was actually really hard, and it was easy to miss if you didn't actually look for it.
So ideally, that's not the best setup for a bathroom.
Another, I guess, thing that we could recommend, which is with this room, because it is an interior room. There's no really light coming from anywhere else in the bathroom. Is bring a battery-powered nightlight. We brought one that we actually are using for our camping that's magnetic, and it stuck right to the wall, had a motion detector, turned on, and lit up. It was great to have at nights.
It was light enough you could see really well, but not enough where I feel like it would wake up somebody. Yeah. Like, if you turn on the bathroom light from the outside, I feel like when you open that door, it would have woke up everybody.
And this did have an adjustable light on it. I will put the listing in right now with the video of what we got from Amazon, so if you want to take a look at it, it actually worked really great, and we actually bought it for camping. Another thing to bring up, and I forgot to do it when we were talking about the room, is the outlets. There is hardly any outlets in this room, too. Cam would have to unplug the chargers for our phones, the dry our hair, or and we had a GAN charger that had multiple ports, which we're lucky had that to be able to charge our phones and everything else at night. So it's something to be very aware of. So you can't bring a surge protector on board, but you can bring something that's like a multiple plug outlet, as long as it doesn't have that surge protection. So it's something you may want to bring if you are using this room. Okay.
All right, so like we said, this room really gets tight. I think it's best really for one person. I'm gonna be honest. The setup gets really tight. It's really awkward for storage for 2 people in that room. Yeah. I can't imagine trying to get 3 people's like clothing and everything and luggage in that room.
The storage in there was odd shaped.
Actually, I ended up using part of my mom's closet in the main bedroom because because it gives you one closet area for 2 people and shoes and luggage and just everything to hang up. So I ended up putting like a few jackets and stuff in my mom's room.
As far as luggage, the only thing we really saw were smaller carry-ons for their plane that fit in there because that was the only thing that's really good fit. If you're going to have big luggage suitcases, it's not going to work. We'll tell you where you can put them, but it's just not going to work there. So the master bedroom must be better, right? Well...
Okay, so it does come with 2 closets in that room. Which was nice for, there was plenty of storage for the 2 adults. And, we did have to put our regular luggage empty underneath the bed to be able to fit in this room.
Yeah, really what was impressive is when I was underneath the bed, because we had to have all the beds made up, so they took all the stuff that they usually store for those beds out. We were able to get quite a few suitcases under there. I can't even remember, like maybe 8 big suitcases?
I don't know if it's 8.
Somewhere around there, so...
It was quite a few. It was at least 6.
Yeah, and that fit well. It was out of the way the whole cruise. I highly recommend, if you're trying to get your suitcases out of the way, put them there, because really, and there's nowhere else to put them.
If you're not understanding with this room, you do not want to overpack with this room. If you have more than 3 or 4 people in this room, you really, really have to watch your packing. And that's hard to say on an Alaskan cruise when you're bringing lots of layers, because you don't know what the weather's like. So, and the other issue with this ship is they do not have a laundry room. They only have the laundry service, which was quite a pretty penny.
Yeah, I really wish, and I don't want to bring Disney into this, but Disney does that so you can do laundry and stuff on the ship as yourself. They do not allow it. They do have a special. Norwegian's known for a certain day, so you can always ask what day are they doing the laundry special if you need laundry done. Because we got to that point, because we're like, oh, we can do laundry, that we had to do laundry.
All right, that's where we missed our homework on this cruise. We took it for granted. We were wrong.
Okay, so let's go back to the main master bedroom. We didn't stay in it. It was my in-laws, Kim's parents who stayed in it. As far as the bed,
they said they were comfortable. They did have a mattress topper.
The bad thing that they did not like about that bed, it almost ate up the whole room. So you were kind of shimmering, trying to get between closets to the other side of the bed.
Yeah, so from the walls or closets to walk around the bed, it was really tight. This room, I feel like that's kind of a common thing with this room.
Yeah, it's really tight, and I think a lot of these cruise ships we're starting to see with, especially the newer generation, they don't have as big as open areas around the bed like they used to.
And this was hard because my parents are older. That might kill me for saying that, but let's be honest, they may have some mobility issues. So it was really difficult for them to get around there. My mom really did like the vanity desk that was there. She liked to put her makeup, put things, her hair care products, whatnot there. So she's happy with that long vanity desk.
Yeah, but they were tripping over each other in that room every time they were trying to move around and do things. So I guess big bed, but a little confined.
Yeah.
Let's go over into the master bathroom, which this is going to be a lot of people's question in the mind because you have a glass window to the outdoors.
Okay, it is really great when you're sailing. It's really beautiful. I went in the bathroom and I was a little jealous. I did get to use the shower one day. I thought that, maybe we're out in the middle of the sea and maybe see whales while I'm taking a shower. Didn't see any whales. The window got pretty steamy, so I couldn't see out. But before that, there's kind of a little interesting thing. Somehow there is a walkway right in front of that bathroom that has a huge window right in front of the bathtub and sinks and right in front of the shower. Good thing is there's a nice little privacy curtain that comes down so you can use that. But that could get real awkward real quick.
And Kim's not talking like a main walkway. It's the walkway on the balcony, and we'll get a little bit more into that.
It's like a little side strip that you could walk over into.
But overall, I think everybody kind of avoided it because nobody wanted to see anything else.
Yep.
So for us, it's not really easy to see in. I think if you're from town, from when I was taking the video of the ship and stuff, you can't really see in anyways.
But maybe if there was a ship that was right next to you in port and they were like at that same level or similar, but there
is a lot of tint on those windows too, so it'd be kind of difficult. So it's one of those things that
beware.
Yeah. All right.
Could get awkward.
I mean, really, that bathroom was big, beautiful. It just felt a lot of glass.
And there's a really nice tub in there. The nice thing about the Haven rooms is you can have the room tenant or butler come in and they have like bath oil if you wanted. We didn't use that service, but I thought about it for a minute.
It's a good size bathroom.
Yeah,
I really
it's really
liked that.
nice.
I thought that was one of the better
parts of the room.
Yep. Again, it's just all the glass was kind of, even the toilet was behind glass, so it was kind of weird.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
I'm glad we weren't sharing that, but I can't imagine like you're being in the toilet, but there's glass. I can't imagine you on the toilet and doing your business, and there's a glass window right there.
Yeah.
There's a little frosting in front of, but it's still a little awkward.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next item because we were talking about all that glass. Let's go to the balcony.
Okay. Balcony came with 2 chairs and a little table, which was nice. But once again, this room is up to 6 people. We had 5. We did ask our room attendant if she could bring some more chairs out, which we ended up with.
I think it was 3 chairs in the or 4 chairs in the lounger, or maybe it was 3 chairs in the lounger.
I think it was 3 chairs in the lounger. And an extra little table they brought out, which there was plenty of space for all that out there. But the nice thing is we could go out there all at the same time, have, you know, a cup of coffee, a drink, or whatever out there, and all enjoy each other's company.
I mean, you're in Alaska. You want to look outside, and that view when you're going through all those passages and everything, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you want to go out there and sit down. 2 chairs is not enough, but it's something to ask them, and they'll bring you chairs, which is great. Let's talk about the overall size of the balcony. We did find it a little small for a suite type room.
We've on other cruise lines, we've had 1 bedrooms. We've had, you know, bigger, sizable. But I feel like for that size of a room that fits 6 people, that was a small balcony.
Yeah, and we did avoid that glass area in front of the bathroom because we just didn't know. So it kind of shrunk down the balcony smaller for us because we just didn't want to walk over there and be surprised if somebody was using it.
Yep.
Yeah, but it wasn't really that.
It was an odd shape. It was awkward.
It wasn't very that usable anyways.
That section, yeah.
So overall, it
was like a little walkway. It wasn't any place that could have a chair or anything like that.
So if you're finding this video helpful,
please like,
subscribe,
and follow along with our Ohana.
Let's get our overall impressions of the room.
I think once again we keep saying this room is really small for 5 to 6 people.
Yeah, it is. I think 5 for us would have been a limit, and that's 2 adults and 1 child, a teenager, well, if you want to call them a child.
Well, we had 4 adults and a teenager, and like an older teenager, so that room became very, very small.
Yep. So, yeah, it could be a little tight. We felt the room in areas was smaller than other cruise lines that we've seen. So
we've stayed in 1 bedrooms before that have seemed much larger than this 2 bedroom.
Yeah, a good thing about this room and the room that the actual number we were staying in, which was 17,718. So 17718, which threw me the whole time. It's
right, literally steps from the door into the Haven Lounge, which was really nice. Really easy for us to go get a drink at the bar or to go upstairs and eat at the Haven restaurant or even go into the Haven private pool spa area. It was super convenient. I feel like if you're on the 18th deck, that may not be as nice as what we were on the 17th,
yes.
Especially steps from the entrance.
Yeah, it was actually a really central location for going out to the main ship area for all our meeting for all our excursions. We'll get a little bit more in depth about all that stuff into another video, but I really felt that room was the center. Only thing it was far away from was the very front of the ship where they kind of had that little
observation
lounge and some food and stuff like that. But other than that, I loved it. The
and it really wasn't that far from there. It was, but we didn't go there a whole bunch.
Yeah, and for her parents with
mobility issues at times, that was a fantastic location for them. That really helped when they'd been walking all day and excursions to real quick, you know, few steps to the elevator up to the Haven restaurant. Life was easy for them.
Let's go ahead and talk about another very big positive for us. And that was our butler and room attendant. They were absolutely awesome.
Quite frankly, the Haven made this room. If this room did not have the Haven, I would be a lot more critical of this room.
Yeah.
The Haven makes it.
And that's part of the butler and the room attendants that that go beyond, and
they're amazing. So kind. We all were saying we were gonna miss them a lot, which all the amenities that come with it, like the snacks in the room, just they were always checking in. We had the Haven restaurant, we had the Haven pool. So I was saying, if we didn't have the Haven and all those things that went along with it, I don't think I'd want this room again. Yeah,
I agree.
I would check in with I would completely go with a whole nother cruise line for this type of room situation.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Please comment down below. Do you think that this would work for your family, or it might be too tight, or you would want to see a different design?
Truthfully, I think we would have been a lot more comfortable if it would have been just the two of us and our teenage son. But once we started getting into a lot more people, I think anything over 4 is going to be tough.
So with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye and
find your magic. Bye, everyone.